Yeah, this is a continuation of objective number 7, create complex functions. And we have completed up to the count ifs and we did the conditional formatting. So now, once we've done that part, we did the eligibility. And we did our conditional formatting here, which brings us down to activity 8.18 using the average ifs function and inserting a shape containing text, and finally the ifs function. Well, I'll tell you about that in class. Alrighty. We have to go to A105. We have to type in average if shift equals evening and nightly sales equals 2000. We're going to type that into cell A105. A105, through the magic of copy and paste, there it is. And that's what the result's going to be anyways. And I've already done my formatting. We're going to do it again ourselves. In cell F105, Formula tab, Function Library, More Function, Statistical Average Ifs. Okay, and in the function argument, the average range or the numbers is going to be D3 to D102. So let's get there, can we? Oh boy. Formula, Function Library, More Function, Statistical, and Average Ifs. The first thing they want is where's the numbers, and the average range is going to be whatever is in cell the nightly sales. That's your average range. What's my first criteria range? Now, as annoying as this is, I've got to do it exactly the way the book wants me to. I want to use the range names. So my criteria range, they want me to type it in, is going to be B3 to B102, B3 colon B102. Then my first criteria is going to be evening. So if you remember, A has the day, B has the shift, C has the server, and column D has your nightly sales. So that's why it's going to be column B. So that's why it's going to be B3 colon B102. There's your third box done. What's my second criteria range going to be? The first criteria is going to be each. When I press the tab key to go down to my second criteria range, quotations appear around the evening. So now our second criteria range is going to be, yes, it's going to be D3 to D102. Yes, it's going to be our column with the numbers. There's absolutely no reason that you cannot have a criteria that incorporates values. And so what they want is any value that is going to be greater than 2000. Okay, so greater than 2000. I'm going to press I can either click on elsewhere or press the tab key, and now you've got quotations. I know it's really hard for you to see. My average range is my nightly sales. My criteria range 1 is going to be the shift. The criteria I'm looking for in that shift is evening. The second criteria range is going to be the nightly sales. Yes, it is numbers. The second criteria is going to be greater than the value 2000. Okay, and there it is. Home tab, cell styles and styles group, styles in styles group, and currency. Okay. So that gets us to 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5, and it looks exactly like that. And in 6, oh, accounting. There we go. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Just made a change like that. And in A1, so then we wanted to go to A1. This part, oh, I had so much trouble with it. Okay, so I'm in A1. Then I'm going to go to, I'm going to go to Insert tab, Illustrations Group, Shapes, Block Arrow, and Arrow Left. Insert, Illustrations, Shapes, and Block Arrow. Where do they want this thing to be? They want it to click on cell E21. So block arrow pointing left and click on E21. Boy, well, fiasco. So block and E21-ish. Now it's a bit smaller than it needs to be, so I can widen it and make it larger as need be. And the upper left hand corner is E21 and the bottom right hand corner is I28. You know what? This gave me so much effort, so much frustration. I 28. And I think that is close enough-ish. Now, what they're going to ask us to do is to double click on the arrow and type some text in. What are they asking us to type in? Average sales, average nightly sales for service on the evening shift who have sales over this value. We do that by double clicking. When you know you're in the right place, there's a little blinky line right in the arrow pointer part. Okay. So we can make this a bit bigger. And I guess a bit longer. Not perfect. But close enough. Yeah, not perfect, but good enough. Okay, darn near perfect. And so that is 7, 8, and 9. And theirs looks remarkably good. As does ours. So now we're going to do, I've already done this, page layout, page setup, print titles, and print titles. I'm not going to do it again because if you look on my workbook, you'll see the page setup arrows, or sorry, the page setup lines are already there, the little dash lines. So I'm not going to do that again. So it's going to print on 2 pages, and by adding the columns and titles, it's going to make it easier to understand the information. Yes, it does. Then we're going to go back to A1. We're going to save it. Kind of something I should have done a long time ago. And once we've saved it, we're going to use the if function. Gotta tell you, the way they put this one together really had me thinking. So we're going to figure it out together. Okay. It checks whether one or more conditions are met and then returns a value that corresponds to the first true condition. Okay. I will be spending a few minutes with you guys going through the whole process, or I will have gone through that with you. Okay. Step number 1, weekly award. Let's click on cell C3. Ironically, I happen to just be there. Then we're going to go Formula tab, Function Library, Logical, and Ifs. And they want us to start typing stuff in. Let me get there. Formula, Function Library, Logical, Ifs. Some people call it if-s. I call it ifs. Okay. So when they ask the logical test, it always asks it from the highest value to the lowest value. It makes a lot of sense when you think about it, and we'll have gone through this in class anyways. Is B3 greater than or equal to 25,000? Yay or nay? Is B3 greater than or equal to 25,000? That's my logical test or my question. If it's true, what do I do? If it's false, I move on. So if it's true, I'm going to stop. I'm going to put the value $100 in the cell, and that's going to be it. Actually, I'm going to put $100 in the cell, then I'm going to stop. I don't have to do anything more because the moment I answer yes, questions answered, questions resolved, no need to do anything else. If I answer no, I got to go and ask it again and again and again. If the answer is yes, this is what you put in that cell. And you stop. That's it. End of subject. What if not? So if the answer is false or no, what do you want me to do? So I have to ask another question. So we know it's not 25K, but what if it's between 20,000 and 25,000? What about that? Or no, it's going to be what if it's greater than 20,000? Okay. And we know that's true up until 25. So logical test number 2 is B3 greater than 20. B3 greater than 20123. If that is true, if the answer is yes, what do you want me to do? You want me or them to get 75. $75. Press the tab key. Really weird because it keeps saying true, 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 true. B3 greater than or equal to 25K? Yes, no. If it is yes, $100, or you stop. If it's not, then you got to keep going. So if it is, you display $100, we stop, we're finished, we're done. If it's not, we're going to ask another question. And the second question is the contents of B3, are they greater than or equal to 20,000? And you've either got yes or no. If it's yes, you type in $75 in the box or the cell and you stop, end of subject. If it's no, we got to keep going until we resolve this. Okay. Now, the logical test 3 is B3 greater than 15. Okay, so it's not 25. We know it's not 20. So now we're going to ask the question, is it greater than or equal to 15,000? So B3 greater than or equal to 15000. Press the tab key. Don't freak out. Don't worry about it. If it's true, what do you want me to do? So first time you offered me 100. Second time was 75. Oh, I'm not sure. How much do we get this time? And it's a bonus. Okay, so we're going to do 50. 5, $50. Now the next thing is, what if B3 is less than 15,000? So we know what it's greater than. But what if it's less than? Okay. I'm going to go through that in class a little bit more. If it's less than, then you're going to get nothing. Got the tab. B3. Less than. This is the part I hope I don't mess up. 15. 15000. Why is logical 3 and 4 very close? They are very close, but they're not the same. That's my last logical test, and it's the last guy, so this is the true, true, true. If nothing else is true, it's got to be this. And it's going to be quotation mark, so I want nothing there. Yes, yes, yes. Let's have a look at what they want. Yes. And so the entire formula indicates the value in B3 is greater than or equal to 25,000. You're going to stop, and you're going to display $100, and you're going to stop. There's no need, because the moment you answer yes, you stop. Boom. If the answer is no, you have to go and ask the question again. If the value in cell B3 is greater than or equal to 20,000. So it's between 20 and $24,999.99. If that is true, then they get $75. If the answer is no, we got to try it again. So if the value in cell B3 is greater than or equal to 15,000, or in reality, it's greater than 15,000, greater than or equal to 15,000, or less than $19,999.99, then there you go. If that, if all, if it's no, 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 or sorry, this guy is the last guy here, I should say. Then if it's less than 15K, then we display nothing in the cell. This is really useful information when I'm putting these guys together. You'll hear me actually talk my way through it. All right, so I say that's good. I'm not seeing any red here. I'm not seeing any blank cells here. Okay, that tells me it's 100. Okay, is 25000. Is B3 greater than or equal to 25K? Yeah. Stop. The moment you answer yes, you stop. Put $100 in. No need to go any further. Let's look at Artie. Okay. Artie is whatever's in B4. Is it greater than or equal to 25K? No. Let's try this one. Is it greater than or equal to 20K? No. All right. Is the contents of B4, is it greater than or equal to 15K? No. Is B4 less than 15K? Yeah, yes, it is, by the way. Okay, in that case, the quotation mark. So you're forcing it to say yes. Okay, trying the same thing. Is the content of B5, is it greater than or equal to 25,000? Yes or no? The answer is no. You got to keep moseying along. Okay, let's ask it. So it's not 25. Let's ask this question again. Is the contents of B5 is it greater than or equal to? Is it greater than or equal to 20,000? And the equal to is really important, and I'll explain that to you guys later. I will have explained it to you during the class because you want to be able to account for every possible variable. So greater than or equal to 25K, yes or no? If yes, stop, put in $100, your job here is done, go home. If it's not, you have to ask another question. Is the contents of B5, is it greater than or equal to 20,000? If the answer is yes, stop, put $75 in, pack up, go home, you're good. If the answer is no, we've got to keep trucking. We've got to ask another question. Okay. Is B5, is it greater than or equal to 15,000? Yes or no? Again, same thing. If it's yes, put $50 into the cell, stop, you're done, finished. If the answer is no, we're going to ask another question. Is the contents of B5 less than 15,000? Yes or no? Well, it kind of has to be yes, because if it's not anything else, it absolutely has to be this. Okay? It's absolute logic. Even it makes a lot of sense. Beautiful. I love these guys. And so we copy it all the way down. 8 servers will earn a cash bonus for the week. Our buddy Alicia is going to earn $100. Carol and Meredith will each grab 75 each. Hugo, Justina, Lexi, Marcus, and Maria will each earn a $50 cash bonus. I always figure money in my pocket is better than money in anybody else's pocket. Thank you very much. So now we're going to go back to A1. We're going to go home. We're going to save it. And we're going to do all the printy stuff. I'm not going to waste your time doing that. And that's going to get us to the end of this show.